I'm Christy. I'm here with Coach Giuseppe again. And just a few more questions. What's been going on since the last time we talked?
Oh, it's been crazy. As you can see, the amount of goalkeepers that showed up today is out of whack. So some of them show up from college and they either send text that they're coming or they don't. But when they show up, I got plays for them to do. I've got coaching sides that I need help on, so I kind of put them in the mix, help me out get the fields together. Because the managers and the coordinators are out here trying to help out. It helps us to get things together. And then we got to kind of run some sessions together, put everybody in play and see how it works. Having a base of 8 players is great, but sometimes you have 14 and you got to kind of challenge yourself, okay, how do I make this work? It's not like a real soccer field with a bunch of soccer players with one ball and 11 players running around it. These are all goalkeepers. They all need handwork. So it turns out to be a little different. And I've always said it's always good to have a little challenge.
So now that it's middle of May, are you going to have more and more college-aged people coming?
Yeah, that's what usually happens. They come out of college, some of them vary between May and June that they come back from college, and they kind of just show up at times. Some of them are good about texting me to let me know, and then we got to figure out how to put them, where to put them. But most of them volunteer to come back and help me coach because they know I need help. They know it's kind of full. And they also retain a philosophy that we gave to them before they left, so when they come back, they understand what we're doing. So I don't have to teach them anything other than instruct them, give them some pointers, and they go from there, which is great.
Do you have any advice for all those people trying out for clubs right now?
Yeah, when you're trying out for clubs, this is the last couple weeks, so most teams are not in the playoffs or the finals or semifinals anymore. They're kind of hanging out ready to go try out for their previous club, or they're going to try out for a new club. The idea when they have these last 2 weeks to go before the end of May is to go back and get all your basics back up again, especially if you're going to go look for somebody or something else, some other club to play with. So that's what we get back into. So the month of May, we go back into technical training and work hard on technical training. A lot of repetition, a lot of little things that we work on to get them back into the tryout mode.
And also some of those college students who are coming back, are they just trying to hone in on those skills that when they do go back that they have to try out again, right? For these college goalkeeper positions.
Yeah, for sure. That's what happens. They come back in, they try to get something out of it before we kind of go a little bit into vacation mode, June, July, middle of July. But they know if they get a little bit before we go into break, they'll come back into the middle of July to August to get themselves back to go about August 10th or so. A lot of them go back, but they know they got about 3 weeks to get their act back together. Most colleges, unless you're a super #1 goalkeeper at Division I or whatever it is, you're going back to tryouts. Most college coaches are bringing in more goalkeepers to take your spot. Maybe you're a redshirt because they're always trying to get more better than what they had the year before. So the idea is to go back in there to show that you can be competitive, your basic skills are back on, and you're strong as you were before, and probably even better than the year before. So you get a challenge to those college coaches, like, hey, I'm here for real, so take me in. And it's pretty hard for the first 2 years for college, for the sophomores and the freshmen, basically walking in, because they don't really know if they're staying or not staying.
As a reminder, what's the ages that you take here at NT2D?
Yeah, the first age is from U9 to U12 is our first group. Then we do like a U13 to U14, 15 sometimes, and then we do like a 15 to the 18, and then the college players will come back and return.
And you did mention that you have a lot of people here tonight, but are you still taking new goalkeepers?
We are. We have basically in the last year we've been doing twice a week, and we have discussed that we know we have to do probably 3 or 4 weeks. So it'd be nice to have 4 days a week programs to complement about maybe 40 goalkeepers in a whole week to get everything adjusted. It just depends how it comes into the new season, where some goalkeepers go back and they're not allowed to come back to train because they're stuck training at their club. But down the line, they actually come back. They get permission from the club to come over because they get real training out of it. And when they go back to the club, they actually can see a change in their goalkeeper. So it actually benefits the club, and it also benefits them at the same time.
Before you go back to get on those technical skills tonight, is there anything else you'd like to let us know?
Well, things have changed. There's a lot of colleges that are looking. There's a conference coming in for the first one in the country that they're going to bring here to Sunrise. Hopefully they'll pick up some of these goalkeepers to come into the training sessions with these professionals that are coming down, and they can kind of see how these, especially on the ladies, work, because the ladies are really strong in this organization, stronger than the boys, and it's a great exposure for them.
Excellent. So for all you recruiters and also for all you goalkeepers out there, NT2D is the place to be.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.